Holla, duels enthusiasts. We are grabbing the ball today and running with it, and today the one carrying the ball, he's only got one win on the board so far. But hey, at least it's not zero. So, on a streak of one is Sultai Control, and this is the deck for all you curious folk. And let's dance. Whew, I've already played a bit of duels today. Pretty tired too. Don't know if I'll have my usual CGB energy explosion. Wait, hold on, where's my jelly beans? Yeah, I've still got them. I bought a lot of bags of jelly beans, more than I needed. It's probably going to be jelly beans well into April. I'll probably have jelly beans while watching WrestleMania. Coming up too. Coming up. Very exciting. I've got a busy weekend ahead of me. Gotta go downstate, which is what we call it when we live in northern Michigan and we go into the Detroit type part of the state. Go downstate. And we are gonna go to a roller derby game. My wife is going to compete in the roller derby game because she is a badass. And then we have WrestleMania party the next day, so you won't see me around much this weekend. And unfortunately, it means I can't pre-release, which is kind of sad, but I'll live. I'll get by. So this hand is not great. It's okay. It's a little one-dimensional. It could be slow, depending on what our opponent wants to do, and doesn't do squat against ramp, but let's see what happens. Okay, well, that's something. And, yep, I'll just take it from here. So, what did I do today? Worked. And then I played the iOS tournament final, which is probably more relevant. Hey, give me them Oreos. I played the iOS tournament final today against a guy I call AJ because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Good guy. He's beaten me soundly a few times in the past. He's legit. He's a good player. But today the luck was on my side, and it was a best of 5, and I won 3 in a row to become the iOS tournament champion. I'm happy that tournament's over. That tournament took about 12 weeks. It's way too long for a tournament, but now it's in the past, and I can start, I was already thinking about Shadows of it over Innistrad, but now I can really focus on it, so that's good. And put that thing behind me. I don't have to cast Acid Moss for the rest of this season if I don't want to, although I think we have to play ramp. I think we have to. We gotta play the ramp deck later with this in this event because we have to see how many it wins in a row compared to the others. So our opponent's gonna open up with Pia Kirin. I may try to see if I can get him to do more things. I'd really hate to only languish a Pia Kirin, so I'm gonna try to ambush here and see what happens. Obviously my flesh bags are horrible as long as there's a little horde of Thopters out there. He's still got a full grip. Now what's he gonna target? He's gonna target Thopter token, okay. I have the option of tapping one of the Thopters, but then he doesn't attack with Pia. I do want to ambush Pia if I can. Here he comes. Nobody ever expects the Crassus out of the 3-color deck. Oh, he's got Titan Strength, does he? Okay. Yeah, good for you. Oh, wow. He's just, he's gonna go all dome. Good for him. Wow, that's an impressive display by the red deck, you guys. But in that turn, he pretty much threw his hand on the table, so from here... Yeah. From here, I don't think our position's too bad. We're definitely going to we're definitely going to languish after taking that bump, though. I mean, he's only got 2 cards left, so I don't know how we're ever going to get anything else out of languish. Of course, he only has 2 Thopter tokens. Maybe I could do better. Save it for the next Pia Kieran that I'm sure he runs. Oh, that's pretty good. So we can do this instead now. And at least make him deal with it. The bane of the red deck. I do want to hold languish for something better. Obviously, hitting 2 Thopter tokens is sad. Red decks hate 3-for-1 jump blockers like Whirler Rogue. Let's see if we can dig up some more with our leap. I can't believe he just threw that twin bolt. Like, if he still had that twin bolt, he could definitely just zap out these Thopters, right? I mean, he'd be in a much better spot. I can't believe he threw down 2 Titan Strengths in a twin bolt in response to a bounding Krasis. That's so immature to me. Alright, does he have Bloodlust? He has Inferno Fist. Okay. Good for him. Now we probably will blow his mind, but let's see what he does with those Thopters. If he just passes the turn, okay. Green Warden for me. Now you see what I kind of wanted. The Disperse is so good here. But nah, we'll get the Languishing done. Send that in, see if he blocks it. He doesn't. Definitely don't need the card advantage at this point, but we may as well take it. It's pretty much free. Jace. I'll take some Jace. Love me some Jace. And now your board go bye-bye. So, we did convert that Whirler Rogue into, 1, it fogged him for a turn, 2, it got us a Green Warden and a Jace before we languished it away. Pretty good deal. Now, do I have life gain in this deck? Because I do have to worry about getting punked out by ridiculously large burn spells, but we'll see. I just have to avoid taking any more damage. Like if he uses a whole bunch of Ravaging Blaze. I guess I don't have to worry about Ravaging Blaze because I have the leap. So, it's actually fine. And man, what's with all these flesh bags? He's hanging out. Looking for a job, a purpose in life. Got the Disperse combos with them. Got Green Warden Disperse, that could be fun. Rolling Thunder, so there's one of those punk you out burn spells. Do I Disperse Jace or do I sack it? Do I Disperse Jace or sack it? I mean, what does Jace get back? Languish. It's pretty good. We'll Disperse it. I don't have anything better to do next turn yet. Down to 10. Not a lot of life gain in Sultai, traditionally. Might be our undoing. Always wants to tap my 1 green. I would prefer you did not tap my 1 green game. Let's play the Perilous Mirror. I'm not going to worry about dispersing Jace back to my hand this time. If he's got another and he's going to kill it, so be it. So what do you got, my friend? All those red sources. All that damage. Damage! Stonewalker. Okay. Don't see him every day. We're just gonna kill that now in case... I don't know, if he's slow rolling a land and played at second main, it wouldn't matter. But we'll just kill it now anyway. Why not? Scatter to the Winds is on the bottom. We would love to get that closer to the top and into our hand, so we'll look for a shuffle effect before we draw. Oh boy. Do I wanna pay life? Let's flip our Jace. Start there. I don't know if I want to pay any life for anything. I definitely don't need all these flesh bags. They haven't done anything this game. Don't need to cast that Languish or that Disperse, so we'll just tick up. And we will do that. Oh, not enough green. I wonder why it keeps wanting to tap my one green mana down. It's like, no, I need that for leap, buddy. Not your buddy, friend. Not your friend, buddy. Alright, opponent says I ain't got nothing. I guess we'll leave that mirror out there. It's kind of an instant speed kill spell. We need that green, though. With one card, I think it's safe to get my Ob on, but I don't love it. I don't want to pay too much life. It's one of the only ways we lose the game from an awesome position like this, is pay too much life for something really stupid like Ob. Well, actually, Ob isn't stupid, but you get my drift. Lagging it up. Probably not on the stream, but over here I keep on hitting the button and nothing keeps happening. See if we can get to another green source. Apparently double green is too much to ask. Alright, pausing the game. So what's he got? Twin Bolt? Ravaging Blaze? Hello, Blue Boss 96. Thanks for stopping by. We're here trying to see how many games we can win in a row with some of the more popular decks in the Duels universe. This is Sultai Control, and we have only won one game so far. The deck that has done the best so far is Red Aggro. It won 8 in a row before being dispatched. So I've got some choices. I definitely want to leave Evil Leap up no matter what. I'm worried that he has Ravaging Blaze. So in that case, kind of limits what I can play. I could kill his I could kill his Ember Hauler guy with my Ob, but nah. There's another forest. That's well overdue right there. So we'll give him the flesh bag treatment. We'll sack the bag itself because we can still sack our mirror at instant speed to deal 2 damage to any number of little dorks the red deck wants to play. We'll start doing some damage. It's tempting to throw down the Sage. I don't know if I'll get a good target, but he did show he has auras, so I guess I'll hold it, and I guess I'll hold up Disperse. As we tick away with the walkers. Sultai walkers. I think it's got 5 planeswalkers in this deck, so that's... Hey, there's a Rex Sage target. Love it. Thank you. Alright. There's another green source. Now it's all coming together. I think I've only got 1 Rex Sage in the deck. Yeah, so Woodland Bellower isn't as good with Rex Sage in the hand. Oh well. Price we pay. I mean, I'm not even worried about this until he has... Like, I don't need to cast Rex Sage this turn. I don't have to worry about this until he has a creature on the table, right? Because can't block, +2/+0, yeah. I have no concerns until there's a creature on the board. Which creature do I want? Keep a green open, yep. Let's do it. Here comes the Titan. And here comes the Fish Lizard. Alrighty. Your go, buddy. He's in trouble. He needs quite the mix of burn. I still think he probably has something like Ravaging Blaze based on a way he paused things earlier, but... Alright, he's got some hasty fire fiendy thingy majiggy. Does he have a land to work with that Valakut thingy? Oh, Fiery Conclusion, that's his card. Interesting. Let's just blow up his play completely. Brutal. That's why Disperse is in the deck, for anybody curious. All four of them to really abuse, to either gain tempo on the opponent and bounce their stuff, or reuse those enter the battlefield triggers over and over and over. All right, let's have emblems for everybody. It's like I'm buying drinks at the bar. Free emblems! Yay! Emblems for all. Get in there, team. Let's see. I want green. Okay. Bam. And this one is just extra fun time right now. So we just go off using all the effects that are probably completely unnecessary. Let's see what we milled, because you know that's important. Gotta take the whole, gotta survey the whole board. Into the Maw of Hell, yeah. Good riddance to you, into the Maw of Hell. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, he's a dead man walking. Dead man walking. Oh no, he got me. Now my creature can't block. What shall I ever do? And let's draw, make him pay life, and turn some creature sideways and call it a nice day. 2 wins for Sultai Control. Ratchet up the dice. I've got each deck in my little silly gauntlet thing here has a 20-sided die, and I just twist it when I win, and that's all there is to that. Oh, look at all those abilities. Yep, that's that Evo Leaping for you. I am the champion of Dragon Skull Summit. Guys, that's my first versus win of the day. Baller, baller, baller. Get me that gold chain. Almost to 23. 24 is kind of the point where we can relax and wait for that update. You know what? I don't know if anybody noticed this. I looked at a calendar today. I don't know if any of you have ever looked at these things, these calendars they have nowadays. I looked at this calendar and I said, oh my gosh, it's 1 week, only 7 days to the announced release date of Shadows over Innistrad, Oath of the Gatewatch for Magic Duels. Oh yeah, that's right. I over-obsess about this game because it's the only game I play, so don't judge me or judge me. Do whatever you want. It's cool. I don't care. I wonder what deck I should build first. I have no idea. For those who don't know, in 1 week on Wednesday, when the update is released, I am doing an Oath/Shadows launch party. I will be on this stream for at least the whole day and probably well into the night. It will be an epic event, good times. Make sure you come back for it. If you're not a follower, hit the follow button so that you don't miss it. That little heart thing, press that. It's good. I really appreciate all the followers I get. I don't know why you guys are so into watching me play Magic Duels, because that's all I do. I figured I'd get boring, but, you know, the more people that come out and watch and have fun, the better. Maybe it helps that I have a problem with, like, silence, and, I kind of never run out of things about duels and Magic to talk about, like, ever. When I'm not doing this, when I'm not streaming, it seems like I'm always writing for the blog that I have, which is Haunted Flower Duels Diaries, where I write a whole blog about Magic Duels, where all I talk about there is Magic Duels, all I talk about and play here is Magic Duels. If you like Magic Duels, you found the right place. That's all I can say about that. No, it's not. I'll come up with more stuff to say, trust me. Jelly beans, jelly beans. $70-card deck out of the foe. I got that Evil Leap again, which is, you know, always good. A Disperse and a Mirror. This hand is okay. It's not fantastic, but we will take it for a spin. See where it takes us. Man, people talking a lot. I'm looking at NGA, No Goblins Allowed. It's a website where duels people go to hang out and run their mouth about duels. And I did an interview with a guy, some of you may know of. He has a YouTube channel. He has over 1,000 subscribers. He makes duels videos. His name is Mobius Chicken Strips. He also comes in here and chat sometimes and shamelessly hawks the t-shirts I try to sell on my website because he's nice like that. I did an interview with him and I put it up on my blog, and people on NGA seem to have a lot to say about it, which I guess is good, you know? It's always good. There's not a lot going on. We're all just kind of waiting for this Shadows over Innistrad update to come out, so giving people something to talk about, I think that's a fine use of time. So our opponent's going right into that green-red, and that could mean bad things for us. I don't think this Sultai deck is particularly good against ramp. If he's playing the ramp deck, we could have a problem. We could have a problem. Yep, he's ramping. There's probably a ramp deck. Likely a safe assumption. I'm going to take that off the board because it makes Fleshbag Marauder more effective. Which is kind of a thing. I have to care about that. If this Whirler Rogue lives, next turn we can flip Liliana, and that's really good against ramp. Discard in general is good against ramp because they kind of need all their stuff working. They need to curve out with their ramp spells. But of course, Acid Moss could really make our day sad. Oh, he got it! No, not my forest. Hey, he didn't hit my forest. Wow. I think that still takes me off double black, which still ruins my day, but at least he didn't mana screw me completely like he coulda. 3 islands, yep. I think there's only 3 in the deck. 3 or 4. Brutal. So, will I start flipping Thopters? I think I have to. I think I need better options in my hand than what I have to win this game. Obviously, hitting a Gate Creeper would be really good to help recover on mana. Hey, that's the card we don't want to see. Yep, now we're definitely sacking stuff. Because we gotta find Fleshbag Marauder like now. Like, whoa. Fish Lizard. Cool. Another forest, also cool. Not as good as another swamp, but it'll do. Now we'll see if our opponent has the big follow-up. This guy's revenge. Or if that's their big look at me play. And we still need to find those flesh bags. The opportunity to play them is going to run away quickly if he gets to cast more creatures. Pilgrimage. Of course, we have Disperse for more creatures. Set up our flesh bag better. And we have to actually get to that flesh bag. Hey, there's something. Alright, so we want to go like this. Tap homeboy. Yes. Tap. I'm not gonna not gonna use the disperse here. Not on the Firebird, even though it is a problem, but we gotta find a flesh bag now before we can worry about how to set it up. We can still do it in one turn with the disperse, so not the end of the world. We'll sack the rogue at this point. And the mirror isn't very good. That's, I mean, there's another black, so now we can do this, but Liliana's just gonna get punched in the frickin' face, unfortunately. It's not like Liliana's gonna do much here. Might distract him a little, I mean, that's something, right? Then we have a 2/2, a 1/1. We have a disperse that we can cast. We're still going to do it now just because we might not be able to later if he acid mosses another black source. Now we could also, what we could do is block and then sack and then flip. Ooh, I might like that better. I mean, kill that thing, but he can just rebuy it. Play that. Okay. I think I know what I want to do. This is an interesting spot. Gonna leave that disperse up. He might very well mess with me. We got him at 10. He's by no means, you know, living the high life over there. Got a lot of cards in hand, though. A lot of ways to probably kill me. Rolling Thunder would be a good one right here. I mean, that would pretty much end the game, right? I mean, I guess I could disperse his Firebird, and then I go to 1. And then I die to the Firebird the next turn. Oh, Ulamog. Hey, congratulations, he did it. He found Ulamog, everybody. He found it. It's okay. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. He found Ulamog. This game was interesting, now it's not. And do I have to, let's see, bounce or sack something? If I sack token, I can try to find another flesh bag, but I still can't get his creatures off the damn battlefield. But can I win with what I have? Don't think so. It's pretty bad. So I gotta do that. Yeah. Fish lizard. Hallelujah. So let's see if he takes out Liliana. If he does, that's actually fine. It's damage that doesn't go to me. Why is he not he doesn't attack with Gaia's Revenge. Okay. Weird. Okay. Doop, but doop, doop, but doop, doop, but doop. 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. No disperse up. Might need it. If he had Rolling Thunder, I think he'd have played it last turn. Which means we might still be alive. It's all theoretical, though, at this point. Pretty much, there's like a number of ways we just die. And I mean horribly. Yep. Now he's at 11. That blows my frickin' plan. I can't get enough damage through. Here comes the big guy. I could try to gang up on revenge, get that off the table. Right now, Fleshbag is horrible. He's got Jotty and he's got the Firebird. So we'll do it like so. The endless stall continues, but doesn't look like I can sneak my way the damage I needed. Interesting. You are late to my party. There's just not enough benefit to attacking. Just not enough benefit. Black or green? It looks like green. No, we'll do black. Retreat to Kazandu. Awesome. Love it. Still hitting it, but that does mean he's... Oh, he's going for +1/+1 counters on the Phoenix. Okay. Here it comes. Go to 2. Yippee. There was a winning line a few turns ago, but that Jotty threw it off, and I probably would have taken it because this bleeding to death slowly is not working out for me. Guess I have to do this. Or I can bounce. Bounce isn't better. Bounce counter does nothing. Yeah, I gotta do this. Yippee. Too many dorks over there. Way too many dorks. So we ran into the green-red ramp, and it looks like Sultai is going to come up short, but I always found this matchup just unbearable. So this isn't surprising. Yeah, not bad. That was messy and depressing. Alright, so Sultai ends at 2. Again, though, that it's not surprising. It's just depressing. No big deal. Good night. Alright, blue ramp. Ooh, are we gonna play this? It's not the most fun to watch. I mean, it's acid mossy, but this is what I just played today in the iOS tournament, which I'm the champion of, by the way. Woohoo! I'm the champion, the champion, the champion, the champion. I'm the champion. Yeah. Let's see where this goes. This is a fun deck. It's kind of it's an acid moss fest. Sorry if you guys hate the moss. I'm done casting moss. I will never cast another moss on iOS because I feel bad about how the final went. It was Acid Moss City. But on Xbox, in this little series I'm doing, yeah, we'll cast a few. Because we have to prove which deck is the best. We have to give all of the decks a chance to shine and be number one, and that includes Gruul Ramp and Blue Ramp here. That includes decks with the El-hated Moss. Oh, thank you. Somebody likes my singing. I think they're being sarcastic. I don't know what that face means. I'd hate my singing. Although, I was at a karaoke place in Florida when I was on vacation. People there loved my singing. They were drunk, I was drunk, and everybody was happy. So if my singing bothers you, I have experience that proves that if you just go get some drinks, it gets a lot better. That's science. The more you know. Woo! Why not? Jotty, 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 we're gonna rock a jotty. Our opponent's also kicking green because green is amazing. No sarcasm, and a face that I've come to know means sarcasm. Somebody's over there just trying to annoy me. That's okay though, I can take it. We're gonna need to rip that land, everybody. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, because we got a long way to go to the Big Daddy. Oh, how'd he do that? Look, he only paid 1 mana. Up, straightened it out. There we go. There we go. I'm definitely not bouncing that. That would be foolish. Hey, land in the house. Love it. Can't wait to get my Kiora on. It's a card I very much enjoy. Kiora, Master of the Depths. Well, Elf Boy, what you got? He's got a Rogue's Passage, and he has a Gate Creeper Vine. So already it's looking grindy over there as he's just playing the value. Gotta have the value. And let's start setting up shop. You gonna send that elf, homie? Is that elf gonna come out and play? Ah, yes. CGB, we love you. Thank you. Noir play. However you want it. Any way you want it. That's the way you need it. Any way you want it. I love to laugh. I love to sing. I love everything. I could have, let's see, got the forest and played the Jotty. That would have been a better use of my mana. Oh well. Too busy singing some Journey, horrible cover work. Let's slow down and do this right, starting now. We don't want to let our beloved blue ramp deck go down in a pile of crap to some elves and gate creeper vines because we didn't pay attention. Oh yay! Our opponent is not above the mossage. Well, that makes me feel better about getting the island, since we still have double blue, double green up. What goes around comes around, homeboy. Yep, that's right. When I built this deck, for as misguided as this is going to sound, I built it to build the ultimate Acid Moss deck. An Acid Moss deck that would Acid Moss all the Acid Moss decks. And it certainly did that today in the tournament that I played. And it can do it, you know, sometimes it works out on pub. Sometimes you just never draw the first or second or third Acid Moss, and the opponent does. But when it works, because this deck casts more Acid Moss than anyone. It can Green Warden for Acid Moss, it can disperse its Green Warden and cast Green Warden to get back Acid Moss, it can Displacement Wave its Green Warden and get back Acid Moss, it can Jace and flash back Acid Moss, and disperse Jace and Jace again and do more Acid Mossing. Oh yeah, baby. It's a Moss machine. What'd I tell ya? And sometimes you just do draw the first Moss and the second Moss and the third Moss, and you know. Wrong one, not you, not you, you. And now we'll see what he does. And this is the other thing, you know, when you have the Acid Moss, it makes Disperse such a nastier card. Because you're choking their mana anyway, and now they have to spend it all over again. Like, if he has a land drop for this turn, great. He just spends his whole turn casting Rock Maulers again. If he doesn't, he can't even cast his Maulers. It's so mean. That shit ain't right. It's not fair. Well, let's see. He's in the tank. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's a thinker. He's a thinker. He didn't get to his rank 40 without doing some thinking. Seeing Moss blow up Moss decks is about the best thing in the game, amen? You go over here, you go over here. Let's see if we can entice him into using a Primal Bellow. There's the pause. Here's the Bellow. What else you got? You got another? Nope. In that case, I will be excessively rude and disperse your creature. Yeah. And that's how you get the most out of your disperses. Be patient. They always have more shit they want to play. And now if he doesn't have a land, he can't even play it. It's so mean. So mean. He's gonna make me wait, though. Vigi. Good. And that's that. I pretty much minus Kiora to hit my land drops every time I'm about to miss one, in case anybody cared. But it looks like we're not going to hit our land drop this time out, but we got a Disciple of the Ring. That'll be fun. And it's not like we have nothing to do. We can drown his hope. Yeah, drowner of hope. How are we doing on spells in that yard? Probably pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anybody remember how that Nissa's Renewal and that Displacement Wave got in the yard? How did he mill me? Okay, yeah, you're gonna moss me. Oh, I milled myself with Kiora. That's right. So he hits his second Acid Moss. that's not going to do much about my Drowner. Let's turn Drowner sideways, see how he wants to deal. Probably some chumps in my future. Chumpy chump jumpersons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 7, 8, 9, and Cure could be 10. So if I natural connect this turn, I can Ulamog next turn. Or I can get out Disciple of the Ring, which is actually pretty nasty right now. And I should do that while I have the island to do it with. My opponent may well be thinking about Moss Town number 3. Yep. Now what do you got? If he's going to try to moss anything, he's going to have to get through Disciple first. Interesting that I didn't block the Drowner at all. Yay! What did I just say? What did I just say, dude? Apparently he doesn't read cards. Because I know he has a Rock Maulers he could be playing. So how does this make anybody feel? Anybody excited to see Acid Moss countered by a Disciple of the Ring? A good old-fashioned fair Magic card. Away with you, foul demon. Oh, he had the land in his hand. He could have played the land and made me at least counter it twice. Yep, somebody forgot how that works. Oh, man. I love Moss. I've embraced the dark side of duels. Yeah, congratulations. You may as well love it. Now it's kind of a joke because it's going away. So far away. Hey, hey, hey. Getting banished from the duels verse. Send in my clowns. Brawr. Now he puts that vine in front of something. Let's just keep getting bigger in here. Let's get some lands out of him. Or not. Maybe we'll just get no lands. Whiff. Whiffs happen. Do I want to tick down or tick up then? Down would probably get me another land, but I specifically want a blue land, so we'll go up. So that we have Disperse open, because, you know, Disperse is like your shenanigan police. It just keeps shenanigans from happening to you. What did we get rid of? We got rid of a bunch of green dorks. We still in game 1. This is still game 1 for our blue deck, and we blue ramp, and we stepped right into a ramp off. Derek Zoolander ramp off. No problemo though. Oh, Guy's Revenge. Great. You gonna attack with that? You're not gonna attack with that, okay? Yeah, Acid Moss. I will be the mossiest moss deck you have ever seen mossing moss things. Rawr. But first, let's attack. See if we can trade off with his revenge, as it's his only thing going. Send these two knuckleheads into battle. Blocks. Big blocks. You got me. I would have taken out the Drowner since it lets me tap things, but that's what I would do. Let's get rid of that. Moss in the Moss deck even more. Very tempting to tick up, or tick down here and just work my way to Ulamog, and we're definitely overdue to draw a land, so I'm going to do that because we have both our colors represented. So I'm sure I'll get one. Yes, I will get one. Told you I was overdue, everybody. I told you. Complete whiff on the Oblivion Sower and a full-on 4 out of 4 for Kiora. doing it so hard. So, yep, you got Roxy. Rox Mollers, you don't have to put on the red light. Let's play that. I like our position. I think we're doing okay. Go right to the lands. I've got no use for hitting his creatures. Just get that land out of there. Keep him from doing anything for the rest of this game. I'll send Drowner after some action. Yeah? Yeah, you're gonna kill it? He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it, everybody. You got it. You got my Drowner. Yep. It's just kind of a slow grind here, but we got him all the way back down to 4 lands in his ramp deck. And he tried to moss us 3 times. Add 2 gate creepers. Now he's naturally connecting. Life is beautiful. What do we have? We have enough damage here. So let's conclude this nonsense, shall we? I'm sure you're all sick of this moss off that we're having. Let's exile these Mossi right out of our graveyard. Moss even beats him to death when it's getting exiled from the yard. Okay. Rah, 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 rah. One on the board for our blue ramp deck. Hallelujah. Golden. Alright, let's get right into another. We're gonna go for the record with my blue ramp deck that helped carry me to victory, or at least a version of it, a very untuned version of it that I made in like a day and then submitted. That helped carry me to victory in iOS. The finals were today. They were really one-sided. Nothing worth watching. Kind of sickening to watch. All 3 games I was on the play. And every single time I had Jace on turn 2. And every single time my opponent didn't really have a way to remove it. There was one game where I think he Radiant Flames it just before it flipped, but the other 2 games it flipped. And it was a big deal. You know, every time it smoothed out my draw, it made sure I hit my ramp spells, made sure I found Acid Moss or Spell Shrivel to mess up his cards. For a second I thought I somehow put 4 Jaces in my deck, because I've never drawn like Jace for turn 2 3 games in a row. That's pretty nutty, right? I mean, sure, if we could all do that, it would be a much different game. Nobody wouldn't have Fiery Impulse in their deck if they didn't also have their 4 Jaces. Alright. I need to draw land. If I draw land, this hand is amazing. If I don't, this hand is the garbage. What do you guys think? It's, you know, I would keep this hand on the... he's mulliganing. Let's gamble. Why the heck not? But we could just lose if we don't draw the land, and then our opponent does, and then Acid Mosses us. It'll just be a sad, quick over and done for the Acid Moss, the green ramp deck. But look, fate's on our side, just like that. That's how you do it, everybody. This game loves to mana flood you. It doesn't screw you as much as it floods you, so I always err on the side of drawing too much land. We're going to cast this now in case he has, like, Spell Shrivel. Because him countering that would be sad. And he's opening on double, triple gate. He's a gate deck with Gate Creeper. Now I don't know what to Acid Moss. I think they all produce green, so what's the color we care about? Probably white? Oh my gosh, it's an all gate deck against an Acid Moss deck? This is disgusting. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to pick. I'm just going to throw it in there. Just going to throw it on. Don't think it matters. Oh goodness, oh, this is gonna be dirty. Well, here's the thing, he played that Golgari Guildgate and he just fetched another black Guildgate, so cutting off black is actually gonna be hard because we know he has at least 2. Come on, I know you have another gate to play. Don't pass the turn without playing your land. What is he doing? He forgot to play a land. Did everybody see that? Dudes, he forgot to play a land. That's not even right. And this hand is broken. This will remind him to play a land, I hope. Oh, goodness gracious. Why is he forgetting to play land? He's hiding that Rakdos Guildgate because he has something else to cast. Trust me, there's a lot more moss that's gonna happen. This deck doesn't stop mossing. This is what it does. It mosses, it gets back moss, it flashes back moss. It's just so nasty. I used to have black in here for Possessed Scab to get back more moss, and that was during a very brief, like, testing period. Oh, what did I tell you guys? This is so stupid ridiculous. Oh god, this is gross. I'm a horrible person. All right, we're going to go to Twitch confessional right now. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I've drawn way more acid mosses in these acid mice in these games than I deserve. Like, way too many. Nobody should draw this many, and the people who do should probably be flogged in the streets. And it's not right, it shouldn't happen, and it happened to me. Narplay wants to change the subject. He forgot to ask, how is your vacation? My vacation was awesome. We went to Orlando, and we went, well, it was a vacation and it was a working vacation, you know what I mean? So my wife spent plenty of time in Disney parks. She had a really good time. I bought the park hopper passes for the duration of our stay, but I only got over there 2 days. But I got to see, you know, Disney. Doesn't change very much. I got to see all the stuff I needed to see. So that was fun. No complaints about that. Universal Studios was really cool. We got the Express Pass, which means I got to skip a bunch of the lines, which was really fun. And what else about Universal was fun? The Harry Potter worlds are really cool. The Jurassic Park section of the park is really cool, of course. Those things were definitely the highlights. The original Universal Studios, the good news is that all the new stuff they do, like the Marvel Island and the Harry Potter world and the Jurassic Park stuff, is really cool. Like, that stuff is amazing, right? The bad news about that is it makes the rest of the park look really old. Like, really old. So the rides that were old school, like E.T. and the Simpsons area of the original Universal Studios, they're pretty weak. I don't recommend them. I don't. So that's that part wasn't very fun, but the rest of it was well worth it. Very exciting. And what else did I do on my vacation? I interviewed Mobius. There's an interview with him on my blog right now. There's also a thread on No Goblins Allowed where they're discussing the interview that has gotten to be pretty big. Oh man, I feel bad for this guy. He's actually hung out, and he's got all these 5-mana removal spells. Man, his deck is not ready for the moss. Sorry, dude. Down we go. So there's a second win for the evil Blue Ramp Turbo Moss deck. Somebody went and read my Mobius interview. You liked it? It says it was pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, and yeah, it's Mobius the Salt Lord. Indeed, it is the Salt Lord. I got to meet him in person, which was it was something. He is a good guy. He's a really nice guy. I would definitely meet him again. I'd hang out with him again in a heartbeat. I kind of play up the drama of it because it makes the interview more interesting. But he and his lady Jenny are very fun people to hang out with and just talk about gaming, have a few drinks, talk about Magic in general. My wife Gina was with me, so it was the four of us, and we had plenty of Long Island's, rum runners, hurricanes, rum and cokes, $10 cocktails in the city walk by Universal. Very fun. Let's see, you like Mobius? He builds interesting decks. Too bad he was kicked out of NGA. I agree, the site's worse for it. And NGA has made plenty of policy decisions that probably make their site worse for it. I don't think that, but they kind of have a philosophy over there. They don't go out of their way, in my opinion, to really encourage the content kings like Hakeem and Mobius and make sure that they're happy and that they stick around. They just attack anybody who somehow violates a policy or gets set up to violate a policy, and they run them off. They would much rather prefer that everybody get to post decks than, really have voices there that are of particular experience or talent. They don't really care about their talent. They figure those people will come back again and again anyway, and if they don't, someone else will take their place. It's one of the reasons I have my own site. I've never had any bad run-ins with the mods or anything like that on NGA, but like the people, I can just tell there's like a philosophy behind that site that's very much about, everybody submits your decks and we're all friends. And I don't really get into that. I was very frustrated when I would try to give advice or I would post my own deck only to have it, really put down or have my advice ignored. And people would, obviously there'd be like 50 or 60 opinions. That's probably a stretch. Let's say that there are 10 people sounding off with their opinion. It's kind of frustrating to really put yourself out there and write exactly why you do what you do and why it's good and why it works. And then, people just really hate on it. It's like not very fun. And so, some of us are more experienced than others, but obviously the culture at NGA is like everybody gets to voice. Everybody talks about everything. I was just completely over that. I kind of, in my Magic world, and it is very much my own, I realize I kind of devise my own Magic world, but I try to build a place where I talk with like-minded magicians, people who are really good and care about the game, and we try to find not just another way to play Magic, but the best way to play Magic. Not just another Magic deck, but the best Magic decks, and that's really what I'm looking for. I didn't get that vibe out of NGA, and I tried. I was on there I was a regular poster, and obviously there are people who posted more than me and for longer, and that's not my point, but I was a regular contributor for I think it was probably 2 to 3 months where I really tried to make posts on a regular basis and help out anybody I could if I saw questions or deck lists. And I never felt good about it when all was said and done. Yep, here we go again. I told you guys, the mossiest moss deck. I'm kind of eager. Somebody has to beat this deck now. Somebody has to step up. Let's go out there. Let's go, Xbox meta. Somebody step up and handle the moss. This fat stack deck over here is gonna have a hard time, I think. Oh yeah, this is gonna get nasty. I told you it's the mossiest moss deck. I kind of want to keep this because I only have one blue. I guess I don't need the disperse. Yeah, I would say of all this, I don't need the disperse. It was that or the displacement wave, I guess, but here we go. Another disperse off the top, hallelujah. I guess now I can drop off the forest. Here we go. This is the other reason you just moss more than any other deck, because of Jace. When Jace lives, this deck is so nasty. Now, if you just want to use NGA as a place to go get some deck ideas, like I did for years, and like Norplay saying right here, it's very good for that. There are a lot of ideas. I mean, there is an epic amount of ideas over there. It's very good for that. I do not deny that. And that's, you know, what I use it for now, for the most part. That and news. Also, it's great for organizing tournaments. I'm really happy with all the tournaments that have been organized over there. I have to like monitor how much I interact with everybody. It's not that I don't get along with anybody, it's just that I get too involved overall in interacting. I over interact, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody? Are you guys with me on that? So I can part the water veil, but I can't awaken it. I really want to awaken it. And I also don't need to rush, because I've got him mana screwed and dead to rights, so I'll just put this out here. So yeah, everybody should still use NGA. I still recommend it. Go there and join a tournament, absolutely, or a league that they run, and get some great deck ideas, because it's very good for those things. I'm definitely saying NGA should not go away. No, it doesn't. What makes sense and what doesn't? Now I'm confuzzled. Alright. Yeah, I don't do it I don't do it much anymore, Yonder. That is true. I don't go to NGA very often nowadays. But it's more about, you know, it's honestly mostly about me. I get too invested in what's going on, and I care too hard. Gets me in trouble. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use NGA, and like I said, you should. It's good for a lot of things. It's just not good all the time for me. Like I said, I get over-invested. It's just the kind of person I am. I get really into stuff. I need my space. I need kind of some of my own space to deal with myself. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to make anybody like mad that I'm not in love with NGA. Like I said, it's really, really great for joining tournaments and joining leagues and getting decks. Alright. And it's not as toxic as the Reddit threads can get if you've been on those. I mean, that to me is a lot more intense. Those things seem to go wrong all the time, and I don't know. I've seen some crazy things happen on the Reddit board, but I guess it's not the norm, though. Most Reddit threads are very tame. Most of them are, hello, I'm a newish player, and I want to learn this or learn that. And that's no big, you know, that's fine. So we got 3 wins with our messy blue deck. Yonder, did I make you mad? Yeah, Reddit seems horrible in every way. I hope I didn't make Yonder mad. He seems like a really good guy. So we're trying to get past, we have several decks that kind of stopped at 3. What were they? There was Esper, there was Simic. They both stopped at 3 wins in a row. We're going to try to get over that now with the, we're going to try to get over that now with Blue Ramp and the Acid Moss spam a lot. Now, with that sarcastic face, Yonder, like, I don't know you well enough to know if you get mad all the time. Because if you've ever gotten salty around, I haven't seen it yet. So, if that sarcastic face, I'm finding that a little, like, I don't know what you're getting at. I don't know what you might mean. But anyway, you're not spewing profanity or giving me the middle finger that I know of, so that's good. The thing that drove me crazy about Reddit is I made the visual spoiler, which a lot of people liked, and it got 50 upvotes. It was the best received post I ever made. I made that visual spoiler for Shadows and Oath on my blog, and people really liked it. But they didn't pin it, and I I messaged Wizards Chris and I messaged the admin to see if they would pin it at least until the set was spoiled, and nobody ever got back to me. And like, I get comments that people really like it, that they like the spoiler, and they wish it was easier to find. It's also by far the most trafficked post I have ever done in my life. That post receives hundreds of viewers every single day, and yet Reddit it didn't even stay on the first page of Reddit for 24 hours, I don't think, before it was out of there. And it has nothing but upvotes. It's like 100% upvoted. So I just don't get what I did wrong. Maybe somebody did downvote it. I don't know. It fell off the first page so fast. And like I said, there are comments on there like, can we get it pinned? It's hard to keep searching for it. And it seems like there's nothing I can do. But like I said, at least plenty of people have bookmarked it because it still gets hundreds of visits a day. It had like 700 visits, 700 hits from Reddit within the first 24 hours. I mean, that was amazing. So Reddit has a lot more traffic than NGA. At least that's what I've seen so far. Alright, how do we want to do this? We could displace Wave and make a 12-12, but then he just casts his, this guy again. We could attack Kiora, untap our dude so we have blockers, and see if he can play something else before we D-Wave. We can D-Wave everything except for his Eyeless Watcher, and then he has to block with his Eyeless Watcher. I don't know. I don't know what the right play necessarily is, but I think I'm going to go with the D-Wave everything but his Eyeless Watcher, because if he untaps with those Scions, he might be able to do something bigger than my Colossus, and bigger than my D-Wave can reach. And now he's lost his Scion tokens, and he's probably going to block with his Eyeless Watcher here. He'll get to replay his Strangler, but I still have nothing in exile, so that doesn't bother me. Yeah, I think that's the right way to go in this weird scenario. Wow. What did you? So Yonder, if you don't mind, please don't link the post because I can't read it. Yonder posted a suggestion for improving early game land screws. Do you have a few pointers you'd like to drop on the channel here that we can share with some people? I mean, we have a whopping 17 people besides you and me who might be interested in hearing what you had to say, if you're interested. You don't have to do the whole post or anything, just, a couple bits. A couple pieces. Yeah, he's gonna Might of the Masses. That's not big enough. He probably forgot about that ability on Colossus. Remember that ability on Colossus? It says can only be blocked by can't be blocked by more than one creature. So he's gonna feel really foolish about that Might of the Masses now. He's gonna feel pretty foolish. You got to 40. You got no excuse, man. You've won at least 40 games somehow. Yep. We all make mistakes, though. It happens. Put this out there. Put that out there. Put this out there. Go a little cray-cray. Give us coin. Norplay says, yeah, that's how you fix Mana Screw. Bling bling. I like it. Alright, so he's got another Watcher. That's probably pretty bad for us. Oh, interesting. Yonder suggested to the duels gods that we have an indicator that goes green if you have 3 or more lands in your hand, plus 3 or more lands on top of your library, red otherwise. Or if you have 3 or more lands in your opening hand, plus the top 3 cards of the library. So in your top 10. That's interesting. I would go for 4 because I feel like the 4 drop is probably the most important thing in duels. But that is an interesting idea that will probably not happen, and the reason isn't a good reason. It's just one of those stupid reasons. It's because it makes the game less like Paper Magic. They really want to convert people into Paper Magic, and if Paper Magic doesn't have that cool feature, but Duels does, they might say, screw Paper Magic, I'm just going to keep playing Duels. And I mean, who could blame them? Who could blame people? Right. He got downvoted furiously. See, I think that's silly. I think it's an interesting idea. I can see why they wouldn't want to do it, but I don't see any point in downvoting it fiercely. I think that's kind of ridiculous. So that Rogue's Passage, he can spend his whole turn using that Wasteland Strangler to kill our Kiora. Let's see if he goes for it. And we are getting the floods over here. We got both displacement waves in the yard, and we didn't find another creature. Here goes the Strangles. And that's okay. He's going to spend his whole turn killing Kiora, and he's not going to have the Strangler around to block the falls, so we're going to get to crack him back. Some paper purists said no, sets newbies to fail when they switch to paper. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they don't want to switch to paper because the digital version of the game could be cooler with such things. You know what I mean? And yeah, nobody's going to switch to paper at all if they're pissed off that they get land screwed all the time. They're just going to play Hearthstone. So, who cares? What can you do? It's an interesting idea. Definitely something that you could do differently with a digital game that you can't do otherwise. It's a little, I mean, they're kind of doing the Vancouver Scry rule, and it's a little bit like that, I guess. Oh, look, he hit an Evolutionary Leap. Our opponent actually is drawing well. Nissa's an awesome card. Evolutionary Leap is an awesome card. So we're in a bit of trouble here. We have to draw some good spells. We've just kind of been drawing lands for a while now. Okay, that's a turn or two late, isn't it? Away with you, foul Rogue's Passage. We'll see if he wants to trade his Wasteland Strangler for this. If he does, it's less creatures he has to fetch. If he does want to trade it, he has less to do with his Evolutionary Leap. Yeah, he wants to trade it. That makes sense. Gravedigger. Awesome. That could be a problem. It's going to be a long time before our Outland Colossus gets through, and he's going to be pumping a Nissa. So we're in trouble. We need some better cards off the top. And he's having no problem getting ahead on cards. Ulamog could fix it all, though. We just have to find him. It's unlikely our opponent could deal with something like that. So out comes A-Bomb. And Acid Moss on... Yep, so he's running Acid Moss in this Golgari deck. That seems really strange. But whatever, he's rank 40, who with Might of the Masses pre-blocks. Oh my goodness, that's a terrible draw in this spot. Ugh. Well, he's not going to get any extra cards out of that, but he has Nissa. He's going to keep the cards flowing. Nothing I can do about that. And we have just kind of drawn stone cold junk for a while. Like, for a long while, unfortunately. I wonder if I could have done some things differently with Kiora, but man, like, how far do we have to dig for another impact card? Nis is up to 6. Gaia's Revenge. Crap. I don't think I've even used many ramp spells, have I? 1 Pilgrimage and 1 Moss, so most of this land has been fresh off the top. I guess he's not going to play Gaia's Revenge this turn. He gets Liliana. Jeez, oh Pete, he's just hitting and hitting. It's not like he's hitting Gate Creeper Vines and Perilous Mirrors. He is hitting the goods. Here comes that Gravedigger. What are you getting? Get Sludge Crawler? I guess he just wants more chump blockers? I mean, Drowner of Hope will still fix my problems. But I've got 2 turns to draw something of usefulness. I'm just been totally bricking. What'd I just say? What'd I say? What more can I say? It's a one-shot, but it's my one-shot. Now he's just gonna flip Liliana, so it's not like I'm particularly winning or anything. I'm just staving off certain doom. If you want to leap something, just do it, dude. You can do that whenever you want. Great, Green Warden. So he's gonna get back Lily. We're gonna start this whole party again. And I guess my goal in this game is to buy time until I can get Ulamog. Because if I get Ulamog, it'll solve a lot of problems. And I can deck him, because I doubt he can deal with Ulamog. Oh, watch, I bet he exiles Ulamog right here, too. Moss and Mysower. So there's still 2 From Beyonds and the big nasty himself. But my opponent is going Golgari apeshit. I don't really have attacks if he has Sower. What'd I just say? What'd I ask for? It's a beautiful life. It's beautiful to be me, CGB. Oh my goodness. Time to flip. Now I have to be careful. Because he can force... Let's see. What he needs is a Reclamation Sage. If he gets a Reclamation Sage, then he can make me discard the Ulamog I fetch with the From Beyond. If he can play something to blow up the From Beyond and then activate Liliana. Let's see if he has it. He has a Blister Pod. We know some of the other cards in his hand. We know the Sludge Crawler. Yep. We know the Green Warden. And I think we know a Gaia's Revenge. There's Gaia's Revenge. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, let's see here. So he's not gonna tick Liliana that way. I could make a Scion. I guess it's the same thing unless I draw land. Then I still have a Scion. We're not gonna block. We'll just go to 20. We've cashed in some of that Jotty life. We want to be careful and preserve our critters. But I think I'm going to sack this From Beyond on end step instead of next turn. Okay. So we know he has Green Warden. Now he has another pod. He was trying to hit a Reclamation Sage there, I'm guessing. That was his last real shot at it. Would have been a sweet play if he saw it, if he sees it. Alright, get his pod back. Pass turn. We're just going to do it now. Go big or go home. He's probably like, yep, see that coming. Happens to me every day in this format. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go down to 8, go up to 9, so can't play that. Get those out of there. He gets another abomination. And we'll just kick back. No reason to attack here. So let's see if he can do anything about Ulamog. We know the card's in his hand. We know he's got Green Warden. So, whole graveyard at his fingertips. I mean, maybe Might of the Masses? Go for the kill? That would be an interesting choice. I just want to make sure I see it. Sometimes it glitches right into the hand. Nissa, short-sighted choice in my opinion. Unless he has a card I don't know about to deal with Ulamog that he needs to draw. I think Might of the Masses gives him a chance to win the game. As weird as that card is in this deck. Because he could combo off with his Smothering Abomination that's in his hand, get a whole bunch of creatures on the battlefield, and then Might of the Masses. Bam! Of course, he has to be careful, because right now he's decked in 2 attacks, and if he plays Smothering Abomination and goes nuts, he's decked in 1 attack. Here it is. I mean, that's a nice, big, beautiful board he's got there. And we don't have that much going on, so we need a way to survive this next turn. I would have loved one of those displacement waves that both went to the graveyard. They always seem to come in pairs for me. Natural Connect isn't much of anything. But I've got to go for this. Definitely can't sit back. I mean, what are you pausing for? To draw some cards? Okay. Good. Go for it. He must have something that he needs. Something that he thinks he can hit. So he needs to win this turn. We know he runs a Might of the Masses. There's a Primal Bellow. The pump spells are so strange to me. 2 Primal Bellows. Not another Might of the Masses. If he has that, it's a huge frickin' hit. And we also have to be careful. We can't let all our creatures die, because how many flesh bags does he have? I think there's 1 in the graveyard. Let's try to put together what's in his hand. I don't know about Might of the Masses. That's just a weird card. There's another flesh bag. Okay, very likely a flesh bag is in his hand, because there's only 2 accounted for. Very likely a Primal Bellow's in his hand. There's 2 accounted for. Okay. Well, we'll do this and gain some life. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. Make it 6. It's down to 4 cards in hand. Going down to 5. 5 creatures. Eight forests. I would have loved to play my... What's the card? Part the Water Veil on that turn. I would have been very happy to play Part the Water Veil. He's got his own Ulamog. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. He had his own Ulamog. And it didn't get exiled. He found it. Good for him. But he just went down to 1 card. He's got to be careful. What a nut game. I mean, he's just drawn everything, his whole deck. And it seems like I just can't seem to put it all together, you know? Alright, well, we just blocked the biggest things. And he's going to get decked if he doesn't have a way to kill his own guy. There's the Might of the Masses. I don't think it's enough. I think he left himself, like that Nissa activation was huge. I don't think he left himself. Yeah, he's tapped out now. And that's not enough, but I mean, I'm going to play this just to make sure. Get that 1 more life off of Jotty. But yeah, I think he just decked himself, you guys. I think that activating that Nissa was lethal. Because, I mean, what's he going to do? He has no way to kill his own Smothering Abomination. So he's going to sack a creature, he's going to draw a card, and then he's going to hit his draw step, and he's going to lose. Wow. Misplays by my opponent, man. Lethal misplays. I don't really deserve this game, but, I mean, we went down fighting. I think we played well enough. Our opponent made a few big mistakes. And that Nissa activation at the end being the biggest. Guess he just forgot. It's not optional, that Smothering Abomination. You lose that way. He drew his whole deck. He drew his whole freaking deck on us. And he lost. Oh, man. That was epic. Holy cow. I'm kind of glad that was recorded. That was... I don't deserve that game. I think he could have played better and won, for sure. But we got to take it, because we're chasing the record, you know? We're chasing the record. Sorry, just catching my breath over here. That was really exciting. That was a real nail biter. And hey, we got another rank 40 right on the heels of it. No rest for the wicked. So, Jace is a keep. That is a thing in this deck. You see Jace and 2 lands, one of them blue, and you keep. More black-green seems to be going around. I mean, the displacement wave, I don't know if that's going to be good here. Kind of messes with the Jace, but it's such a... Like, we haven't seen displacement wave do much today, but it is a huge part of this deck. There are games that are all about displacement wave. Thopters is definitely a matchup that, you know, revolves around the displacement wave. Now let's see if our opponent has a Fleshbag Marauder or something up their sleeve for Jace. Because he is a boss. He is a good card in this deck. This is one of the better Jace decks. Jace just gets thrown into a lot of decks because he's Jace, and there aren't a lot of good things to flash back, but this deck does not lack for targets, and it works pretty well. Now, there's no assassinate in the format that I can recall, so we can Jace on our turn and get an idea of what we're going to play. I think Pilgrimage is something that would change our turn order, but hey, land. There you go. So we're going to want to carefully try to Jace our way through this mana flood again. And he's got the Huntmaster. Well, Displacement Wave against elves will probably be good. And probably required. So let's ramp it up. Let's try to get the most we can out of Jace, though, before the elves start to go nuts. Jeez, oh Pete. How much land can I draw? How much land can I get? There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here come the elves. Now, see, this is... we gotta remember that they have Shaman of the frickin' pack. Otherwise, I would feel really good about setting up like a Displacement Wave Green Ward and lock. How many lands can we draw? Oh my god! How many is that in a row? Is anybody keeping... God, what I would do to keep track of... Okay, so these were in my opening hand, both of these. And this was in my opening hand. So we've drawn nothing but lands, drawing 2 cards a turn for 4 turns in a row. We've drawn at least 7 lands in a row off the top of the deck to start the game. That is special, you guys. That is special. I feel like we all deserve a pat on the back for that. I'm gonna blow this right now because we're gonna fall way too far behind if we do nothing for another turn. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. This is getting absolutely insane. It's insane. Okay, so we're up to 7. We can go up to 8. If he has like Might of the Masses, we get severely punished here. But I think we have to make a risky play because right now we are just drowning in the flood, and we have to just make a few risky plays because we're in trouble. I've seen some pretty ridiculous land draws in real Magic, but this is something right here. I mean, the only card I've drawn that isn't a land is Natural Connection. Alright, so he's probably going to attack Jace, and that's fine, because we're just going to bounce Jace next turn anywho. But let's hope he doesn't have frickin' Might of the Masses or something like that. Now he's going 1 to me. What did I just say? Oh my god. So, this is the kind of day we're having. Okay, so we're up against it. This draw is punishment for last game. Well, wait, we flooded hard last game. That's how we almost lost last game, is we just flooded like nobody's business. I think I'll try to give him another turn to play out his hand. Get greedy. I have to be greedy. We have to take risks because we have very few resources. We have to take risks. Here he comes. Alrighty. Something off the top, please. That's something. That is something. But we don't have that many spells. We've only drawn lands. So, Disciple's only going to be a so-so. I know he's still going to get the trigger, but we're going to do that anyway. Okay. Disciple of the Ring. Time to pull us out of hell. What we really also need to draw... Actually, we're going to lead with you. And I think maybe we play Disciple as well? Yeah. We just got to get on this board. I think what we need to draw is Green Warden. Green Warden would be nice to run the displacement wave combo of doing wave, warden, wave, warden. Obviously, Ulamog could kind of... Oh, no, come on. I forgot about that. I knew about that card, too, and I blew it. I was on tilt. The Flood got me on tilt. I knew about that Winnower. He revealed it earlier off his scry. Bad Daniel. Bad Daniel play. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there's a fatty. Let's send this over and see if he wants to deal with it. He'll take it. He's got Rogue's Passage, so I can't really stop much of his damage. So we've got to flip the table, put him under pressure. It's going to be hard to do. We know he has the Huntmaster. But my goodness. So we've finally found some cards in our decks that aren't land. Is it too late? We definitely played Disciple wrong. That could probably bite us. It's hard to say. Well, I mean, really, all we would have done is had a turn of Disciple. We can't, like, counter the Guilt Leaf. But we could have maybe fogged or used it to tap down his forces for a turn. Yep, here we go. Frickin' elves, you guys. Frickin' elves. What could I draw? Another wave or a warden is really about the only things. I mean, that's a thing. Pretty much doomed, but hanging around. He had that frickin' Might of the Masses for Jace, too. Ah, the Jagged Scar is here. Alrighty. There you go. Keeping it coming. What do you know? The elf deck plays elves. Yeah, no kidding. Ban card. Way too OP. Just broken. This guy is hacks. Yeah, he's hacking me hard. Those are the choices because they're the largest things that he could Rogue's Passage. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can't attack. I can't attack. I kind of feel like I have to, though. I feel like I have to at least intimidate him into doing some blocking. If I don't, I think I just die. Let's see. Rogue's Passage, 1, 2, 3. Attack, exile 20. counter attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm like dead on board next turn. So I have to I have to at least encourage him to block. I have to get one creature off the board this turn. Saving this in case I draw Jotty Offshoot. Gain a life when I draw it. We already used our Part the Water Veil, so that's not an out. A Drowner of Hope would be fantastic. A Displacement Wave would be fantastic. A Green Warden would be fantastic. Other than that, do I have anything else up my sleeve? I don't think so. I think I'm a dead duck if he sees the play. So he should use Rogue's Passage. He should hit me for 3. And this is assuming he doesn't have Shaman or Might of the Masses, something that would just kill me. He should hit me for 3 this turn, and then I think I have to top deck to stop a lethal swing next turn with Rogue's Passage. Activation again. I have to top deck a blocker or something. There's the passage. I wonder if he's watching my stream. What do you guys think? Or is he just that good? Nah, it's the right play. Of course he should make that play. Oh, he's going to come with more? He shouldn't. There you go. Maybe I am talking him through how to beat me. Maybe I shouldn't talk about opponent lines. It wouldn't be the first time I've been sniped, but then again, it is just the right play. Hopefully he found it. There's Jotty. Okay, remember why we held that land. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I can attack with both of these. He has to block 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I can threaten lethal. If he blocks, or if he just blocks 1. So I shouldn't do that, because he doesn't have to block both. Then 1, 2, 3. Block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4 is lethal. No, it's not, because I have the land. Okay. So it's going to be close, guys. Get excited. Now, if he's smart, then the play here that can still kind of get me, if he has another land, is to block with a creature that goes to the graveyard instead of a token. Oh, but he blocked with a token, because if he had a creature in the graveyard and one more land, he could pump his Vine Breeder, make it unblockable, and hit me for 4 instead of hitting me for 3. Alright, big turn coming up. Let's see if he can do it. Or let's see if that 1 life from holding on to that 1 land, in case I draw Jotty Offshoot, which is exactly what happened, makes the difference. He's still got grip of cards. I mean, he must be able to do something. But all he did was Rogue's Passage last turn. There's a Might of the Masses. There's a Shaman. There's a Shaman. Oh, man. I'm dead if he has Shaman, Might of the Masses. I think that's it. I think I'm dead if he has a Wild Size, a Pump Spell, something like that. So come on, man, don't slow roll me. We're in another barn burner. This is another game I thought for sure we had lost when we drew however many lands that was in a row. One of the biggest floods I have ever seen in my life, and all off the top. I kept a 3-land hand and drew at least 8 lands in a row off the top of the deck. Thank God Jace was there to help loot through it. Can you imagine? That would have been, if we didn't have Jace there. Oh, it would have hurt. So our opponent's in the tank. Unblockable comes in for 3. Puts me to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. It's not enough to kill me. But if he has Shaman in the pack, this should have already been over. I don't know why he'd be slow rolling me. So I've got to believe he doesn't. If he does, I'm going to kind of be like, what the... Oh, Wild Instincts. I did not... What does that do? Well, he doesn't have Unblockable now. He doesn't have Unblockable. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, I can block. He only gets him for 4. We did it. You guys! How do we do this? How do we do this? Leap play, man. I'm sure that I did my math right, that he could have Rogue's Passage, attack for 3, and the rest of his guys if I didn't draw that Jotty Offshoot and have the land to play. Oh my gosh. Get him. He may have also forgotten that creature's not unblockable anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, this feels good, taking out the elves. And he's out of here. He's out of here. Oh, my gosh. I swear he should have won that game. I wish I could see his hand. I wish I could play the last couple games from his side. Yeah, man, this was intense. This was a good match, actually, and it was against good old-fashioned elf squabble, but it was good because we got so incredibly flooded and overcame. Oh, my lord. And we go over 23. Maybe we had already gone over 23, I forget. I'm like up, I'm like doing my boxing stance, like all excited. All excited, guys. So yeah, damage effects watcher. Yeah, down with damage effects. That's right, bringing justice. Oh, so let's move the die. 5 wins in a row for the blue ramp deck. Already makes it the second most winning deck in our little How Many Can You Win series. So we're on a roll. The goal is 8, or the record right now is 8. It's held by Mono Red. So we're trying to catch Mono Red. We've already passed Mono Green Ramp, which only had 2 wins. Esper Control had 3 wins. Simic Tempo had 3 wins. And what did we do today? Sultai Control had 2 wins. So we already blew all those away. 23,000, how is possible? I will tell you my secret. I play way too much Magic. I only play Magic Duels. I don't play any other game, and I stream a lot of what I do right here for you guys. So, I mean, you could watch my progress, my gold history since we started this particular series back when I had 16K. But I literally streamed my very first day. The very first day I opened my Xbox and started playing Duels, I've been streaming. So, yep, it's all there if you want to go back and watch. There's a YouTube channel, and of course there's my highlights. How can you be a rank 40 and watch damage effects? Dude, this is Xbox. This is how we do it every day. We only give the noobs the 40 rank. We got so many 40 rank noobs over here, dude. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to get this much gold if you play other games. It's hard to get this much gold if you work a 9-to-5 job. It's hard to get this much gold if you have any other hobbies in the world. But I have none of those things. I just duels it up. I've got a weird job. It only takes me about an hour a day to do. And the rest of my time I'm dueling or watching TV with my wife, or I'm dueling on iOS. Oh, and dude, I have over 40,000 gold on iOS. I think last I saw it's 42,000 gold on iOS. That's how much I play on iOS. So if you think 23,000 is good, I've got 40,000. I can't even, like, I can't even port it over. I can't copy my 40,000 and give some of it to Xbox, or I wouldn't have to play so much. But I want that update, and that update's going to cost, in case you guys haven't heard, in case it's news to you, the update with Shadows and Oath is going to be about 24,000. So that's the mission, to get to 24,000 before April 6th, and it looks like we're going to make it. Unless they raise the price of boosters, grobble, grobble, grobble. But I don't think they will. No reason to. I'm sure that guy really enjoys watching his damage effects in his elf deck. Uh-oh. What's this? Vryn Wingmare. Nobody plays this card. Oh no, that's actually like a pain in the butt for my deck in a lot of ways. Now, if I spike this right now, there is a reasonable chance he's going to do something ridiculous like Solemn Offering. You have to expect the unexpected from the 3 ranks in the Xbox meta. So we're just going to go get more forests, is what we're going to do. And we're not going to play that from Beyond until we have the mana to activate it on the same turn and go get Big Daddy Mog. Man, that Wingmare would have been such a beating if he had gone first. If he could have played it before we played our first Pilgrimage. That would have been real problems. Oh, he's got a Mythic. Rank 3 has a Rare and a Mythic on the table. He's going to town. He needs one more creature to make that card good, though. And we're probably going to play an Oblivion Sower and get reprisal. What do you guys think? Are we going to get reprisal right here? Oh, we could Moss. That's pretty nasty. Think. He missed his land drop. His Ring Windmare affects him too. The only thing he played was a 1-drop, so I actually think this is a really good play for this turn. Moss him! Yeah, the comments. Moss him! Yes, okay. You talked me into it. You talked me into it. I feel so evil. Now, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10. So next turn we can play From Beyond, go fetch Ulamog, and then play Ulamog the very next turn. And Nimbus Wings. Yeah, he can't race us. He can't get there. We'll be Ulamogging him the turn after next. It's going to cost us 6 out of 9 mana, so we can Nissa too. Yeah, just embrace the Moss hate at this point, everybody. It's just how we do. Play that. Oh no, because this is going to cost 1 more because of his stupid Wingmare card. Okay, so no, that's not how it works. But we will be... No, we can't disperse either because of his stupid Wingmare card. Ugh. But that's okay. Ulamog on curve should pretty much sink his battleship, I think. It's not the Suntail Hawk! Oh no! Not the Suntail Hawk! It's the Suntail Hawk meta, ladies and gentlemen. Fear. I'm gonna go hide in a corner now. I'm glad I'm getting some enthusiasm down there. Narplay, you are the man of the day. You are the commenter of the day for sure, for getting in there and having some fun while we do this rather dispiriting moss drubbing with this deck, this blue ramp deck. Oh yeah, this stuff is this ain't right. How do you just select? Okay. Watch, I bet it only targets the dang wings. Nope, it got it. Okay. There's a problem with my broadcast quality. That happens about once every 3 or 4 hours. Maybe once every hour I just lag for a minute. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about the lag. And then I come back and hopefully everything will be okay in a minute. Thank you for sitting through the lag if you did. I don't know why Twitch tolerates this. Yes. More dorks. We're gonna have a big turn. You guys ready for a big turn? It's gonna be fun. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be fun. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Let's go get that forest. Start ticking that life total the other direction. Who will win? Suntail Hawk versus Ulamog. Battle of the freaking century. Leave a mana up that's blue, thank you. Hopefully we'll get a white thingy, or I don't know, let's see what we get. Oh, Skyline Cascade! Oh no, the tech! Lock that hawk down. Does not untap. That's a game breaker right there, ladies and gents. That's a game breaker. Oh, hitting the Skyline Cascade on the Suntail Hawk. Brutal. Brutal. Give me that library. Now, I don't know if you noticed that Oblivion Sower. We could have played it after attacking with Ulamog and gotten a ridiculous amount of land. I am an idiot, you guys. I missed a big play. I was too excited. I got too revved up about this turn. So what you should do is attack with Ulamog, exile 20 cards, and then play the Oblivion Sower, because it says you get all the lands. So, yeah, we could have had all these lands. Could have had all these lands, you guys. Look, he's got black cards in here. He's running this black card. Oh my god, he has Gideon. He's just hanging around. Yeah. Oh well. How about next turn, right? Message. Message from somebody. I don't know this person. It's not this guy. Let's go see if it's hate mail. Let's go see our hate mail. Let's go see our hate mail. Yes, mistake. Somebody wants to let me know it's a mistake who's apparently watching me on Twitch but doesn't want to comment there. Yes, I made a mistake. It happens. I promise it happens often. So let's have fun. Let's do a little showboating for you guys, my viewers. So anybody who hasn't seen this happen before, what we're going to do is we're going to exile his deck with Ulamog, and we're going to take all his lands. It's going to be fun. Ready? It's going to be a blast. Just watch this. It's really cool. One of my favorite things to do. And we got Jotty out, so we're going to gain a whole bunch of life. Going to Sandstone Bridge. Now we have all the lands. How many lands do you think we have in play, everybody? Like 30, 40? We got 13 lands off that activation. Look at Jotty go. Ticking down. Ticking down. Ticking down. Oh. Just winding down. Don't leave, guys. Don't leave. Trust me. I'm going to pass the turn, and this game will be over, and we'll be on to the next one in a second. I just wanted to show it for the people who maybe never saw it, maybe never did it. And if you haven't done it by now, what have you been doing with this game? I mean, this interaction's been around for however many months that we've had Battle for Zendikar, since like December, which has seemed like forever. But anyway, still one of my favorite things to do. This game is supposed to be fun after all. Well, for one of us. The one casting a stupid amount of acid, mossy type cards. Blue ramp. Riding on the magic carpet to glory. 6 wins. 8 wins is the record. Can we get there? We're going to try to do it before 7 p.m. That's 12 minutes away. That's 12 minutes away. Can we get another lopsided Super Moss game, or will it be another elf scratch and claw your way to the finish line game, or the one before that with the aristocrats, the black green aristocrats sludge crawler deck who decked himself when he probably should have beat us? Yeah, man. So we got some beautiful games on the stream today. You guys have seen some nail biters. I've had to work for my supper. I've had to sing for my supper tonight. But this was probably the end of the line. And by that I mean the last game I'm going to play. But we got another rank 40. It's our 3rd in a row. So, you know, Steam matchmaking. There you go. And we're going to keep that because, like I said, it's 2 lands. One of them is blue and we have Jace. If we hit our land drops, we're going to go right into that moss. Now, last time we kept a hand with 3 lands and Jace. We drew 8 straight lands off the top of our deck. 8 in a row, at least. I didn't get a for sure count, but I remember the 8. So, here we go. This time, will we draw any lands off the top? Or will we just die a sad mana-screwed death? And will Jace catch a Twin Bolt in the face? Or a Fiery Impulse? Let's find out. What do you got for us, Johnny? He's got a Slab Hammer. Hell yeah, that's cool. I'll take it, because I need Jace to find my lands. Okay. If I discard, it's most likely to be Nissa's Renewal or Displacement Wave right now. Ah, there's that forest! We did it! Okay, yeah, it's you. Because everything we have to cast is cheaper than that card right now, or same price in Green Warden. So, not very likely to need it. And we can flash it back with Jace if we get to that point. And he's got Gate Creeper. Awesome! That doesn't kill Jace either. Oh my gosh, Jace has gone the distance for me today. So we're going to get another 2 draws at a land. And if we hit our land, we're going to be easy like Sunday morning, baby. That's the idea. Oh, right off the top. I love it. I know what I'm doing this turn. I don't need the Jace loot right now. I got my plan. Because I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. We'll take out the Cinderglade because it's a forested mountain and lets his other root-bound Craig and maybe some Sun Pelgroves or something come into play tapped. But I don't think it's a big deal. Most likely thing to discard right now is the Displacement Wave, depending what we get off the top. I think I would keep a land. There's a very few cards I wouldn't keep. Oh no, is he miss his land drop? Is he gonna miss his land drop? Oh yeah. Another evil mossing. Oh, heck yeah, we keep Part the Water Veil. Another evil moss moment from CGB. Sorry, dude. Sorry, not sorry. Is that a thing that they say? I thought I heard that somewhere. Sorry, not sorry. So. A few ways we could go. But I think just the nastiest is to part the Water Veil. Alright. Should have done that first. Oh well. Nope. Oh, the moss is strong with this one. I'm so nasty. I want to keep hitting land drops. I'm not going to need you, I don't think. Oh boy. Alright, so I've got a message I'm going to read in a second after I pass the turn to my poor opponent over here. Alright, what's down here? Hey, I wrote you the message. You're the one who said, yes, mistake. Thank you. You go good. Thank you. Nice cards. Smiley. Thank you. Why do you need 24K for the update? The 304 cards that are being released from Oath of the Gatewatch and Shadows over Innistrad, the double update as it is very likely to cost 24. Like, the people who have done the math based on the 304 cards that they're saying are available are probably going to cost 24,000 gold to unlock all the cards. Does that answer your question? So yeah, I just want to unlock all the cards on day one. I want to have every single card from the new set, every single booster purchased on day one. And I'm going to throw a big release launch day party here on Twitch on day one, where we're going to open all the boosters and we're going to build decks all day. So from about the moment I wake up or the moment that the update goes live, I will be on here building decks and going crazy. So that's what's up. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. I hope you guys follow and come check it out. We'll have a good time. Acid Moss, if you hate this card as much as many people do, and as much as, in many ways, I do, it's kind of a sick relationship I have with this card. I love to hate it, hate to love it. It's going to be gone. It's going to be perma-banned, removed from this game, replaced by explosive vegetation. We will never be able to cast it again, and some of y'all would say that's a wonderful thing, and trust me, I feel ya. I'm not arguing with you. I'm glad it's leaving, and we won't have to worry about it anymore, and this kind of horrible thing won't happen to people all the darn time. Oh, evil laugh. But, yeah, so come back 1 week from today. Guys, 7 days. 7 days till we get the new cards. 7 days till we get the update. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be able to buy new cards, and we're going to have enough gold to just unlock all of them on day one, rip open our boosters, and start building decks. And that's what I'm going to be doing here, like all day, all night, April 6th. Come back here, this time or earlier next week. Whenever I can get in there and get that update, that's when the party starts. So do you think, like, this is the kind of degenerate board state Moss can have in this deck, especially combined with Jace and Green Warden, right? I mean, this ain't fair. This isn't right. The AI right now, I feel bad for the AI. Narplay, you only have 3,400 gold right now. You should go for pay to win. It's up to you, dude. Some people do, some people don't. I want to play with all the cards. Like, I have no patience for grinding new cards, but that's why I'm hustling so much right now. So I have the cash flow later, so that I have all the gold when I need it, so I can just jump right in and not have to worry about, like, it just tortures me when there are cards I can't play that I haven't opened yet. Some people don't have that problem. I do. It's like a mental thing. Alright, so this was, let's finish the opponent off with no permanence whatsoever on the battlefield, and just, it's the AI, so I'm not being mean to a person. I would never do that to a person, probably. And, yeah, there you go. That's where we're going to get our 7th win in a row with the blue ramp deck, and that's where we're going to leave it for today. So yeah, guys, 7 more days. We had a good time today. We won some games. It was pretty fun. And now I'm going to be out. Maybe I'll see you again tomorrow. Let me see. I've got one more message before I go. Wow, yeah, me too. Fight for Zendikar needed round 10k. I'm from Germany. Guten Tag. I thought you get that cards earlier than me. Sorry for my English. No worries. It's cool. A lot of folks from Germany, a lot of folks from the Eurozone, folks from Russia. We get a lot of different folks on this channel. It's kind of the little CGB club. If you like watching Magic, it's Magic Duels, that's what I do. And you're welcome to come back. You can comment to me in whatever type of English you want to use. You can comment to me in your native language. I just won't be able to read it. But you can come and do whatever you want to do. Alright guys, thank you. I had a good time. Come back, see me tomorrow, follow if you like what I'm doing. Make sure you come back April 6th for the update party. We're going to have an awesome time. Alright, later my friends.